Having started our journey at 3:45 a.m. on a Saturday morning at the ML&S Emporium, a blurry-eyed Gary M0TIG and myself, Tony M0TNY, made our way to London's Heathrow Airport. Why, you ask? It was time to visit the 2019 Friedrichshafen Hamm Fest. An airport is a rather strange place to be before the sun has risen, and as you can see from our journey to the gate alone, lack of sleep and not enough coffee can do strange things to the human body and mind. And with just one day to spare for the trip, the challenge was set to attend the Hamm Fest, meet our suppliers, source new products, and return before Martin had realised we had taken the company card and gone on a jolly. We had heard the Swiss as a nation are always being associated with quality and efficiency. Upon landing and needing to get from the airport to the train station, we were not disappointed by these claims. The cleanliness, infrastructure and ease of navigating from plane to train was exceptional, and before we knew it we were making our way to the beautiful town of Constance. Or so we thought. As you can probably guess, trying to communicate in a country where you don't speak the language can be hard enough. Now, also trying to find your way around whilst keeping to a tight deadline can make it a little more entertaining, especially when you realise nobody wants to accept Martin's money. If there is one thing we can share with you from this trip, and that is, cash is king if you wish to complete the journey. Now it's also true, a bit of local knowledge goes a long way. Luckily we made a new friend on the train. This is Matt, HB9 FRV. In the spirit of ham radio, this man paid our way through to the Hamm Fest, and Matt kindly informed us that we should have exited the train a few stations back. Seeing as we'd already gone this far, we decided to accept defeat and be educated in how a local would get to the Hamm Fest. So it's off the train and onto the ferry. At last, we're about to set foot in Germany. I have a feeling he's done that docking a few times before. Here we are on German soil at last, and just one more mode of transport to go. At last, the Hamm Fest. If you have never been to Friedrichshafen, there is a great selection of stands from the major manufacturers and some very interesting club and sole trader stalls. There was also a lot to keep the younger generation of hams occupied too. We noticed a lot of builder-fons and a large Yota presence within the halls. As you can probably guess by now, we were running short of time. However, we did manage to grab a couple of demonstrations for you. Let's take a look at the latest offering from Flex.
Hello, welcome to Germany. I'm Matt Youngblood with Flex Radio.
I'm Gary Spires from Martin Lynch & Sons.
Alright, so we are going to do a quick demonstration of Multiflex. So Multiflex is a new software technology that we have in Smart SDR, our latest version of version 3 of Smart SDR. And so the way that we're illustrating this today, Multiflex allows you to have two operators, or two of what we call a client, connected to a single radio at the same time. Okay. So today we're illustrating that with two Maestros. So if you notice here on the Maestro, I've given them names. So here, if you can look closer, I've named this one Left Maestro, and then this one over here on the right, I've named Right Maestro. Okay? So both of these Maestros are connected to the same radio. And so if you notice, each have a VFO independently operating. So they both say a VFO. And so these are basically behaving like two different radios, even though they're connected to the same radio. Okay, so the one thing that you'll be sharing between the two two operating stations is a transmitter. Okay, so for this illustration, I'm going to turn the power all the way down, and I'm going to push tune. If you notice here, I'm in tune, but it keyed up right maestro here, and then on the screen it says left maestro has the transmitter. Okay, so the benefit of doing this is that now either two operators can operate the same radio simultaneously, or you could be operating from two different clients at the same time. So I could have a maestro and a laptop, or I could have an iPhone and a laptop, or an iPhone or a maestro. So there's any combination of two of what we call clients can connect to the radio at the same time.
Do they have to be in the same location?
They do not have to be in the same location. In fact, this illustration is being accomplished to a station that's located in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're operating from Germany to Atlanta, Georgia remotely. So both of these maestros are connected 5,000 miles away to a single 6600 engine. So each operator can be in a different location. So I can be local to the radio, you can be international, both operating the radio at the same time.
The 6600 has got 4 slices. And does that mean that you share 2 slices on one?
Correct. So actually these are connected to a 6600. So I can open up a second VFO on both maestros. So go ahead and turn on the second VFO here. Okay. So now I have 2 VFOs on both maestros. So a 6600 has 4 receivers, so those can be shared between the two units. I can also open up additional PAN adapters or spectrum displays, so you can have up to 4 from a 6600, so each maestro could have 2. So this makes it very flexible. There's a number of different applications for this. So for example, like we said, we were just talking about sharing. So you and a friend could share a single radio. It can be remote in maybe a quiet location. So there's a number of really good applications for that. So we're seeing a lot of home restrictions for antennas. You can't put up an antenna in a lot of homes. Yeah. So we're seeing friends going together for land, and they put up an antenna. They can both access it at the same time. Also retirement communities. So a lot of hands are retired, so they might log into their son's station or into a remote station. Husband-wife operators. So if there's a husband and a wife, a lot of times they are using different radios and they can't operate at the same time. So this will allow them to do that. There's also a significant application for contesting. So for example, a multi-single would have typically would have 2 different radios to operate a multi-single. With multiflex, you can have a single radio and a single amplifier to operate a multi-single contest, where 2 operators can use the same radio. Lots of really neat applications.
As the UK's preferred flex dealer, we hold all models in stock and can offer you a superb after-sales support network. So if you're interested in making the move to flex, why not call us now? Now it's on to the team at Expert Sun SDR. We are taking pre-orders for this model, and further details can be found on our website www.hamradio.co.uk.
Hi, I'm Tony, M0TNY from Martin Lynch & Sons, Sales Manager, and I'm with Roman today from Expert Electronics, who's just going to show us one of his new products today, the Sun SDR 2DX.
Hi everyone, my name is Roman from Expert Electronics Company, so I said. This is our new device, Sun SDR 2DX. Basically what we did is, we took the Sun SDR 2 Pro PCB board, SDR board. We made several hardware improvements and put a 100 power amplifier inside this unit. There is a separate connector for external fan with special connectors to fasten it on. There are several new connectors for external tuner. We plan to, until the end of this year, we plan to release external tuner also. Ground connector and GPS. There is a GPS inside this box too, and this is for antenna. Several several hardware improvements are HP high pass filter for one aqueous zone and a low pass filter for the second aqueous zone. New supply system to make it less heating, and new low noise amplifier, which is slightly better than on the Pro version. The rest is basically the same, ADC the same, filters are the same. I hope we'll release it this September, and the price will be okay for everyone.
Yes. Very pleasurable, I believe. So hopefully we have stock for Newark, or we can take pre-orders beforehand.
Yes, maybe in a week or two we plan to start pre-orders. All the details will be sent to you directly, I guess.
No problem. You heard it here first. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
After we had completed the hauls, we decided it was time to catch up with some hams and refuel. Well, we couldn't visit Germany without sampling the sausage and beer. Strangely, this is where we also found most of the RSGB guys hanging out, although I'm not sure they were actually collecting glasses to take back to the bar. As you can see, there is plenty to keep you occupied at the Hamm Fest, and we would recommend you take a couple of days to enjoy the full experience. If you decide to take the family, the lake and surrounding towns and villages can offer a full day of activities for everyone to enjoy. We will certainly be returning next year. Unfortunately, time was catching up on us, and it was time to return to the UK. We decided to stick with our original plan and took the scenic catamaran route back to Constance. Then the train again, back to Zurich and onto the plane. Can somebody put the kettle on? We're coming home.
Right, Solo, you're on video. Right, that's not a picture, that's a video.